Hello, my peeps. Welcome back. And for those that are new, welcome to my channel. I am Gina, and this is Sparkly's 26. I have here a blue goldstone leaf. You see the sparkle? Here's the back side. Well, you can really see the sparkle. I think that's really, really pretty. So what I did with it, I have some more blue goldstone, and then I have some purple bicone crystals. And then these leaves, these are peach. And I really think the peach stands out against that dark blue so beautifully. Oh no, okay. You know, orange and blue are the complementary colors to each other. So that's probably why it goes. But anyway, we need to make a bail for this. I have some 22 gauge wire. 22 gauge. And I'm just going to step off just a little bit. Just a little. Just enough to work with. And because we're cutting off the spool, I'm going to use my double flush cutters. So that way you don't have to snip off anything. Let's see, how much do I want to... I just need a bail for that. So don't need much. I'm going to slide this in here. And then I don't think I want to go all the way up, or do I want to go halfway? Yeah, let's just do it. Halfway. I'm going halfway. And I'm going to bring it up, crisscross it, put my finger at the top and let it come down, crisscross over the top. It's not even. Up like this. Just like that. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to pinch it. And then I'm going to twist it. And instead of doing there, I think that's enough. I don't want too much wire. So we twisted it instead of doing the wraps. So now I'm going to cut this side off, bring this to the back, cut him off. Oop. See if we need anything to tuck in there. Not really. And then I'm going to take this wire, bend it over my nail, and then we're going to snip it off and make a simple loop. So this one is going to come back this way. I put my finger back here so I can feel that there's nothing on the back side, and roll. Just like that. So now we have our little twisty bail. Beautiful. And that is going to go right in there. Okay, now it's just a matter of stringing. Oh, my mouth. All right. And I didn't get out the string. Well, I usually have it laying on my desk, and I thought, well, no, I don't need to lay on my desk. So now we're going to string this. And I'm just going to make like a 16-inch necklace. I just want this to be short and cute. I already put jump rings on here. And we're going to do this on the other side. And crystal. Very small. Very short. Well, I only have the 4 of the peach. I don't even have enough to make like a pair of earrings to go with this. So all I have are the 4. So I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm just going to make a short and cute necklace. Very pretty. So we're just going to put chain on it. So all we have to do is just add a chain and a little dangle. I'm going to put an extension on because it's only 16 inches. I want to put an extension on, so, whoop, wrong one. Wrong bead. This one. And then this one. So anybody can wear it. So if you have a wider neck than somebody that like 16 years old, they got the really, really skinny neck. Here we have it. Not liking the way these are laying though. So if I push them together, oh, there we go. Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. Just love those colors together. It's so pretty. I like it. All right. Let's put on our crimp. And then a wire guard. A wire guard is just a little horseshoe type thing. It has 2 holes at the bottom. There we go. And then I'm going to put my string or my beading wire up through one hole, bring it up and over, down through the other side, back through the crimp bead. Oops, back through the crimp bead and pull. So that's what a wire guard does. It guards your wire. And then we're going to push up a crimp. And I'm not going to have very much on this side because this is what we're going to cut off. So I don't want to cut off a whole lot because this wire is expensive. So I don't really want to cut off too much. So now we're going to crimp. We're going to go in the back groove because that's where the tooth is to put a divot in our crimp. Right there, pull down on the wire and squeeze. Turn, there's my divot. And then I'm going to turn and put it in the front groove and squeeze. There we have our crimped bead. There it is, crimped. And then we're going to cut this little bit off. And then we're going to slide everything down. Right like that. Now we don't want it too tight. Don't want it too tight. Got to have some fluidity going on in there. So I'm going to cut off enough for me to work with. It's really hard to work with when you cut this off too short and you have a wire guard to work with. Oh my goodness. I have put on a wire guard and didn't test my wire guard, and the crimp did not crimp. So I had like that much wire to work with to try and get it back through the wire guard, back through the crimp, and crimp it again. Oh my goodness. Just to save myself from taking apart the whole necklace, taking everything off, and redoing it. Oh, it is difficult. So cut yourself off enough slack to work with. Okay, now this is where you don't want it too tight. I feel it's a little tight. Okay, loosen it up. There we go. You put it too tight, it gets stiff, and it doesn't move very well. And then what you're going to do is put pressure on these crystals, and they're going to crack, and then they're going to come off. And then you got an open spot, and then you got open wire, and then it's just not the same anymore because you lost a bead. All right, there we go. I'm going to hold it right there, pull down on my wire, and put this in the back groove, and pull this out, and pull this down again. I need to pull it down a little bit more because I lost. I want to squeeze this. There we go. Okay. All right. Back groove. There we go. Pull down on the wire and squeeze. Turn and squeeze. And then we're going to cut this off. There is our short little beautiful necklace. And then we're going to just put on a couple of jump rings. No, I was going to do it right on the chain. That's what I was going to do. Well, excuse me. I could have just put it right on the chain. But now I'm going to have to do jump rings because I was talking and not thinking. Oh, goodness. I do that stuff all the time. All right, now I need 2 more jump rings. 2 more. Let's see. We want small ones. I just want small ones. I'm not sure if I want 4mm. No, that's too small. Let's go with, what are these? These are ovals. 18 gauge ovals. Those will work. Now, the ovals are just like your round ones. You're going to put the opening to the top, so it's at the top. And I always hang on to it with this one, and I just do the work with my right. This is my flat nose, and I'm going to tweak this open just a little bit, just enough to put that wire on. And then put the chain on the other side. And then close it back up. See, I just open it just a little bit. Now I'm just going to close it back up. There's one side. Now we're going to do the other side. Well, we got to snip off how much we got here. I wanted to measure, because when your beads are laying out, it's hard to tell how long your necklace is going to be once it's put together. So I'm going to get out my measuring device and we'll figure out how much we got here. About 4.5 inches. So if we want 16, we already got 4. We need 12. I'm going to go back 5.5 inches on each side. Do 5.5 inches. Because then we're going to have an inch for our clasp. So we'll go 5.5 inches here. And I put it away again. 5. We go 5.5 inches. Maybe we'll just go 5 because we got this jump ring here, jump rings. I'm just going to go 5. 5 and 5 is 10. 14. Nope. 5.5. 5.5 is 11. That's 15. 6. We have to go 6 inches. 6 inches out. So, go 6 right here. And I don't know if this is stainless steel. We'll find out when I try to snip into it. Yeah, stainless steel. So stainless steel has to have stainless steel nippers. You try and use your regular there you go. Try and use your regular ones. You are going to put like a bad crease inside there, and then they're no good. They're no good anymore. All right, we're going to do another one for 6 inches. 6 inches. Right here. Only thing with these, they're so bulky, it's hard to tell. There we go. All right, let's get all these tools out of the way. I get all my tools out. I use all of my tools. I have my needle nose pliers. I have these double flush cutters, which I don't need. Those are back in there. My flush cutters. I have bent nose. I have my crimps. And then, my steel nose. Stainless steel cutters. I'm going to put that back. I don't need it anymore. My flat nose. And my round nose. I use all of them. And then I have them laying out here. And I have them in a caddy. I stick them in here. And that's where they usually stay. But as soon as I start working, boy, one comes out, and then another comes out, and then another comes out. Next thing you know, they're all laying here in the road. So I need my flat nose and my bent nose. So I have a jump ring. Put it the opening at the top. My flat nose, and we're going to tweak that open just a little bit, just enough to put this in and my other chain. Get in there. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to close it. And when you feel the metal rubbing together, it is closed. Now, to finish off the top, we're going to do a jump ring here. I do all my twisting with my right, and I'm going to put on the chain and a clasp. On this side, I'm right-handed, so I always put it on the right side. And there's that side. Now we're going to do this side. Jump ring towards the top, tweak it open, put the chain on, and then this loop, jump ring, and then we're going to open this jump ring, opening towards the top, not towards the top, at the top, open it up, slide on this chain, close it up, and then at the bottom of this one, we're going to take have a ball head pin. There's a little ball at the bottom. And stick it into this bicone. So we have a nice little decoration there. And then we're going to make a wrapped loop. So now I need my round nose. Get these ones back out of the way. I have a horrible habit of leaving my tools lay. Now I'm going to be right above the bead. Right exactly above the bead. Touching the bead. Bend it off to the side so it's a 90-degree angle. And then we're going to rotate our pliers. And I want a small hole, so I'm just going to stay down here at the bottom. And we're going to bend this wire up and over the pliers. Then we have to rotate the pliers. Bring that wire all the way across, just like that. So you have your loop. And then before I do the wrap loop, I'm going to slip it into here. Snip. It'll snap. Once there it is. Okay, now I need my bent nose. I'm going to hang on to that loop. Right there. And then we're going to wrap in this little section right here. So now I need my needle nose and bring it around. Bring it around. Bring it around. Just like that. And then brush cutters. Snip it off as close as possible using your flush cutters against the wire up here and snip. And then there's just a little bit there that has to be tucked in. Just like that. And there, now I'm going to get all my tools out of the way again. This large hole is for my clasp. And then this is our extension. And this will go in any of these holes. Just bring it down. If you want to loosen it up, or if you want to go all the way down, you can go all the way down and use this hole way down here. There we go. That's how you work your extension. Now, I'll put it back. And then we can see the beautiful necklace we made. So pretty. I just love this blue against the peach. Very pretty. Very pretty. Alright. I got little snips of metal. And this is, there we go. Okay. Ta-da. Beautiful. Isn't it pretty? Isn't that peach good? It goes very well with that dark blue. And then I put some purple in there. Dark purple, of course. The lighter colors did not work. Or I suppose I could have put some silver beads in there, but no. I like it just the way it is. It's beautiful. Alrighty. Hang on. I gotta get a drink. My mouth's dry. That's the end of this video. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. I want to get to 1,000. That is like my goal. If I can get to 1,000, I'd be so happy. And I'm going to be so happy, I'm going to give away some beads. So, if you want to subscribe, hit subscribe. And then ring that little bell so the next time I'm on, we'll be back here making something else together. And if you don't want to hit subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you. Check out my Etsy shop. And until next time, happy beading.